What's up, everyone? So now for the next funny story from my life. So I've been trying to tell a funny story a week. I realized that a lot of my stories are inappropriate, so I am struggling a bit with telling all the stories, but this one's a little more mild, so it's a pretty good one. But back when I was a kid, heck, I was probably 16 years old. I lived here in Laurie, Missouri, and we have a fair in town, and it's called the Hillbilly Fair. Historically, it's always been called the Hillbilly Fair. They actually changed it this year, to many people's dismay, but I had a lot of good times at the Hillbilly Fair. It used to be a big thing where the whole community used to come together and really just go all out, and it was a lot of fun, and it was all hillbilly to the max. I was, like I said, 16 years old. I was a bit of a beast of a kid, and they had a pie eating contest. So all my buddies were like, hey, you should enter that pie eating contest. So I was like, man, I'll tear it up. And so sure enough, I think they might have even entered me. And it came time to do it, and we all got up on stage, and I tore it up. I actually won the pie eating contest, and it was great. They gave me, I think it was a corncob pipe. It was pretty funny. And then I ate a bunch of tenderloin and curly fries. They used to have these big huge tenderloins and curly fries. It was great. And then it came time for a watermelon eating contest, and all my buddies once again entered me into that. And so I had a watermelon eating contest, and lo and behold, I beat that too. But I was so stuffed to the gills I could hardly even move. And it was just it was pretty funny. They gave me a toothbrush that was made out of corn cob too. It was pretty funny. And it was just it was just something fun I did as a kid. Fun little story. Like I said, it's changed a lot since then. But the old Hillbilly Fair here has been a good time through the years, and hopefully they bring it back. They got a little carnival getting ready to come through. It's not as focused on hillbilly anymore, I don't think. We're going to see how it goes this year and see what it's like. It seems to be a lot more focused on the beer garden than everything else. When I was a kid, it was focused more on everything in the community and all the other rides and stuff. And I was a kid, so maybe it seemed a little more big of a deal than me when I'm 42. So that could be a big part of it as well. But yeah, it's a good time. So we're going to see how it turns out this year. But I just wanted to reflect a little on my good times at the Hillbilly Fair. It's been a lot of fun. They also had a strongman competition. I think Clark's Tire put it on to where they had a great big huge tire, and I remember walking by, and you could pay, I don't know, like $5 or $10 to enter, and if you got the tire up, you won half the pot or whatever. And they measured how high you got it. So when I showed up, I think the Clary kid had got the tire up like 2 feet or something. And everybody's like, "Oh, you should do it, Josh," and talked me into it finally, and I got it up, and me and him tied. We had the same thing, and he had tried it hours earlier. And so I sat there and rested for a minute and thought about it, and I went and I gave her a whirl again. I got her up there. I was able to, I could have flipped it, but there were kids and stuff down below, and I was worried the tire might flip over and roll down the hill and hit the kids, so I was like, oh no. But yeah, it was a great time. I just had a lot of good times here at the Hillbilly Fair. It's been great. Anyways, they've changed it up now, so it's going to be something different this year. It hurts my heart a little bit because of nostalgia, but that's his life. I mean, you can't control everything, and it's still going to be a good contribution to the town. So I'm excited to see it and go to it, and hopefully everybody still comes and supports it. It is your hometown, so you always got to try and do what you can for your hometown and make the events bigger and make them as cool as you can. Ultimately, it's pretty much about the kids. You want the kids to have a good time and something to do, especially in small towns like this. It's hard to get events out here and stuff going on, so got to cherish every bit of it. So I do still appreciate the city of Lori for putting it on. Like I said, just going to miss the old hillbilly aspect. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and it was a good time. It was pretty fun. It was just innocent fun. But yeah, so that's just a story from my my childhood, being a hillbilly out here in Missouri. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody keeping up and keeping along, and stay posted. I'm going to just keep doing this story a week for 52 weeks. Thanks, guys.